Hi, my name is PUELLO, and I have a little story to tell. August 19 of 2016, I got the worst news of my life. But before we get to that point, I want to tell you how great were things before that day. January 16 of the same year, after a 5-year relationship, I got engaged to the love of my life. And we were so excited about what the future was holding for us. A few months later, we had our wedding day, and we were sending invitations to all of our close friends and families. I was finishing all the paperwork that I needed for the barbershop, and everything was going perfect. The only bad thing was that I had a really bad pain, which bothered me day and night. Some nights I couldn't even sleep. I had gone to the doctor previously 3 times, and all they would give me is muscle relaxers. That would only help me for so long. One evening after I got out of the shower, I saw this bad lump on my back. It was painful, so I went to a doctor the next morning. The doctor seemed shocked, so she told me that I needed to get a CT scan to see what was really going on. So I went and got the scan the next morning. This was when I started to think that maybe something was wrong, because the doctor called me 2 hours later after I got the scan that I needed to go back to see her. So I got a little worried, and my mind started to think of the best and the worst. And I was really hoping for the best. When I got there, she told me I was going to need surgery to find out what it was, because they couldn't just tell me what it was with the scan. After making an appointment with the surgeon, he told me all the things that it could be, including all different types of cancer, and that he was going to try to take the mass out to run some tests. That's when all my plans began to shut down, because I had no idea what was happening inside of me. On August 19 of 2016, at 3:30 in the morning, I was taken to the emergency room because I felt like my back was breaking and I couldn't handle the pain. When I was in the room, they put some medication to help me deal with the pain. And about an hour later, the nurse came up with bad news, and I apologized that she had to tell me the worst. Then she said, "I'm sorry, I'm the one that has to tell you this, but you have lymphoma, a cancer that can appear in random areas in the body." And after she said a few more things that honestly I can't even remember, because all I heard is that I had cancer. And then I saw my grandma, my aunt, and my dad all looking at me in shock. It was hard to explain, but it was really tough to believe that in that moment, what seemed like good things to come directly became a nightmare. I looked at my family and thought, well, we had to deal with this now, because the first thing that got to my mind was how I was going to tell the rest of my loved ones. I didn't care about me at this point. At the end of the day, when the time comes to leave this world, and that day will come to all of us, the people that are going to suffer the most are the people you're going to leave behind. I was always afraid of death until the doctor told me I had cancer. In that moment, I wasn't afraid to die. A big part of me just didn't want the people that I love to suffer. The hardest thing for me, it was to tell all my loved ones the news. I had to break the news to my fiance at the time, and I remember like if it was yesterday. I felt so bad. I saw her pain and how she broke down on my shoulders. I felt helpless because there was nothing I could do. It pained me as much to tell my mom. This was more hard because she wasn't able to come to the United States, so I know she must have felt helpless. It was hard not to have her beside of me on my worst. I felt her devastated heart when I told her on the phone about cancer and not knowing what was going to happen. So it was a hard couple of days telling to all who I love what happened. But then I got up on my feet and remember this was just an opportunity to prove what I have always preached. And if you don't know me very well, I'm very passionate about thinking positive. If you think positive things will happen to you. That's my motto. I'm a man of faith, and I know that God will not give me anything that I can't handle. And this was going to be part of my testimony. I wasn't scared of cancer. I knew God had a plan for me, and I had total confidence that He was going to be by my side. And I thank God so much for everything in my life, even cancer. I'm thankful for it because from my battle, I hope that it can inspire and help those around me to have the strength and encouragement to fight the fight. With a strong positive attitude, there's nothing you can achieve in life. There are some positive things about cancer that I have gotten. Like I can tell you how it made me realize what things are important in life. Because even though I had an idea on how to be living life, I don't think I would have wanted to live it if I didn't have the mentality I have now from winning this battle. Cancer has made me mature and realize that what's money if you don't have health? What's money if you can't enjoy life with your family? I thought about the future too much that I forgot to live the present. And I didn't do a lot of things just because I was thinking so much about the future. And the truth is, the future is not guaranteed. There's a balance for everything. I was the type of guy who worked as hard as I could and sacrificed everything. So much that I forgot to live my present. And I felt like a couple of years just passed by and I didn't think I was living at my best. Beating my cancer let me see more clearly toward my goals. So I'm thankful for it because it changed me. Now a year later has passed and I'm cancer free. I got married to the love of my life and I have my barbershop that stands for Reason to Believe. And I'm thankful to God and all my friends and family for the support that was given to me through all my journey with cancer. To all the people watching this video, I want to tell you to enjoy life and love as hard as possible because that's what's really important in life. And to all the people that are fighting cancer, remember, God gives his hardest battle to his strongest soldiers. And stay positive and never give up. God is with you.